Back to form there, Oasis, and Little by Little. This is XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. Who are you?
My name's Steve Merchant. Good to see you.
Thanks. With us, the producer in the studio is Karl Pilkington, and he'll be doing the buttons.
Yeah, you made a good effort there. But, once again,
got bored.
Words are your enemy, Rick. And they defeated you once again. Just run out of steam with the sentences.
Every week I think, well, I'm really going to make an effort now. I've chosen some records.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's as far as it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you should write out what you're going to say at the top of the show. Write that out. Get a nice big crayon.
I like to keep a little bit of, you know...
A little bit of something, a little bit of spark, a little bit of liveliness to it.
Yeah,
sure. Sure. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to...
it's great to be out of the house again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just, I was going to say, because we've been doing this for a long time now with a little break, but XFM are bringing new listeners all the time. I've heard 4 or 5 a week.
Really?
Yeah. New listeners tune in to XFM 104.9.
Radio 1, beware.
Yeah, yeah. And we might take it for granted the people that know who we are, know who you are, know who Karl is.
Sure.
Now, if you're a regular, then you know exactly who we are. But for those of you who don't, I'm Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, a BAFTA award-winning actor and writer.
Steve Merchant, all those.
A friend of yours.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the important thing. Karl Pilkington.
Absolutely.
Our producer. I say producer. He was the bloke who was lumbered with a job. When I said, listen, I used to run the desk in the old days. When I was like, I used to press the buttons and run the desk and everything. And now I said, listen, I've been on the telly. I do not press my own buttons. And Karl said, well, I don't really work weekends. And they went, well, you do if you want to keep your job.
Absolutely.
And we were lumbered with him. And then we discovered that he's not just a little dork, a little manky sort of idiot.
Sure.
He's got a nice shirt. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got something else.
Absolutely.
He's got
He brings another dimension, yeah.
Yeah, and he started having a little chat, and we discovered that he had quite a lot to say.
Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I think I was wondering maybe we should maybe play another tune, but after that, I just think we should re-familiarise our radio audience with Karl, and any new listeners, just somehow gonna let them get to know the real Karl again.
Well, if you are new, you'll find that we like some old songs, some new songs, some chit-chat. We get serious sometimes, there's some tears and some laughter. Yeah. We kicked off with Oasis' new one, Little by Little. We're gonna go back in time now to Iggy Pop and his Stooges with I'm Bored. Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a quick Q&A, Karl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. It can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a flavour of who you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Karl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month? No, next. Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
I think we've done it.
That's it.
I think we've
Welcome
done it
to the world of Karl Pilkington.
I think. I thought it would take 3 or 4 questions
thought it was going to be at least,
to really explain
that was the first question. Absolutely
God.
Incredible. But we can't really leave it there because we haven't got enough else to do to fill up the 2 hours. So let's pursue this line of inquiry.
Yeah.
Age? What was the age, Karl? In a couple of months.
When were you born?
I'll be 72.
Right. What month? What day?
I'm on the cusp.
You're on the cusp of a day.
Well, 23rd of September.
Okay.
72.
So anyway, okay, right, good.
And you were talking there about obviously your star sign, where you're on the cusp.
Yeah.
You believe in that, do you?
No.
You don't believe in star signs?
No, not really.
But you do believe in ghosts, I understand.
No, because the
paranormal.
but the star sign thing. You've got how many different star signs are they?
12, innit?
Right, and then you've got like loads of people.
Yeah. You do the math.
So they're saying that, there's only 12 different sorts of people in the world.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's made up. It's made up nonsense. It's non-science.
It's pseudoscience.
It's hairy man and dyed hair woman science.
Yes.
Isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you, Karl. Where were you born?
In Manchester.
Okay. What GCSE results did you get?
I got Was it an E? You got an E
You
in
got an E
history.
in history. And how did you find
discover
out that?
information?
You found out.
Because you thought you couldn't remember what you got, you didn't turn up, and you thought you'd done about 3, one of which wasn't history, and
I
actually...
knew I did art.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm telling you didn't, because we checked.
Yeah.
You did 1. You turned up for history, you did history, you got an E
No,
in
I
history.
definitely did art. I made a little clay man.
Yeah, you got to register for O-levels. You don't just do it and then phone up and say, how was that? And they go,
I'm
"We
sending
don't."
you a clay man. See what you think? Send me a grade.
Yeah, there's all things, there's forms to fill out and things like that, Carl.
Anyway,
Yeah, go on.
Who was your closest childhood friend?
Closest. At what age?
Well, when you were young, when you were.
Oh, I remember this. It's a fella. Is it someone making, isn't it?
Well, he wasn't really a close mate. Darren Buckley was me.
Darren Buckley.
Yeah.
He was my
Tell us
close
briefly
mate.
about Darren. I've forgotten about Darren.
He's the one who, all the girls liked him. He
Did they?
had permed hair. He used to have his hair like a footballer.
Sure.
His
Were you jealous of him? Were you
dad was a copper.
Did you hang around with Darren, like, in the hope of getting maybe his kind of cast-offs?
Nah, it's weird with me, and I wasn't that bothered about having loads of mates and that. I sort of,
Sure.
I had lots of mates, but I could do without them.
You had a magpie, didn't you?
You had
mate?
a bird, didn't
I was happy playing with my magpie.
Yeah, what happened to him?
It flew away,
Yeah.
but I wasn't bothered because it was giving me grief towards the end, wasn't it? It was popping me grifter tyres and that,
Yeah, sure.
flying down, pecking me head.
Sure. Now, you went to school with a number of different interesting people, some of whom
2
were
of which,
freaks.
I understand, had big heads and webbed toes.
Is that right?
Yet they were not related to each other, and they weren't friends with each other. Why weren't they friends with each other?
Because that'd be obvious.
Did they wear shoes, or did they walk around in their webbed?
Were they good at
feet?
swimming? Were they good at swimming?
I don't know. I don't think they ever went swimming.
Did they ever talk? Did they ever look over at each other and think?
Yeah, we should hang out more.
I told you something in the week as well. There was another lad at school had a pigeon chest.
He had a what?
Can we come back to this?
He had a pigeon
I think we
chest.
should play a record, Carl, because I think we've hooked them now.
Yeah.
I think
There's no one switching off now, Rick.
No, play a record. Blair, coffee and TV. Carl, I said it's not the best Blair song when it was playing. You know, I don't want to diss it, but you know, it's not the best one. I mean, that's
Absolutely not.
fact.
Sure.
You know, Carl went like the video though, that little milk carton.
Yeah.
A bit sad, it's tragic, isn't it? He went, this is all to himself, I'm not even joining in. And then he went, yeah, but it's alright at the end. He goes to heaven, he finds a little girl milk carton. Just lives out a little thing and is that like you on your paper round, that little milk carton, walking around like that? I imagine you... Oh, people don't know about it, if you just tuned in, Carl had a paper round,
It's his favourite job ever.
and he maintains it's the best job he's ever had. Isn't it, Carl?
Well,
Go on.
I don't know what's so weird about that.
It's a paper round.
Yeah, but look,
It's
forget
not
all
the most
that.
fulfilling of jobs.
Look at the way it works, right? You get it out of the way at the start of the day, so you got the rest of the day to yourself.
It's the same as signing on.
You're your own boss. You know.
Same as signing on.
Well, you're not your own boss. The guy
Yeah.
at the news agent's your boss.
Yeah.
But
That's great.
You've proven me wrong there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Nah. Yeah. Nah, not really. Would that stand up in court? Where you were found with the dagger? Nah.
Was I?
when are we playing the new game?
Oh, Carl's got a new game. Carl's very excited. Oh,
But we were talking about something before we
Yeah,
played the
well,
record.
the freaks used to go. You had people with big heads, 2 web feet, didn't hang around each other. That would be too obvious. You had a fella with a pigeon chest.
Yeah, what's the story with the pigeon chest?
Don't know how it happened. It was like it looked like somebody had sort of hit him on the back with a big hammer, and it had come out at the front.
Yeah.
And I've never seen it since.
Could that have been the answer?
Why he had it?
Why had it? Possibly, I suppose, in your neck of the woods.
Don't know. Never asked him.
It's just come back to haunt you, has it, the pigeon chest?
No, it's just that you know, when you mentioned about kids at school, I forgot all about him. You're talking about the kids with the web feet and the big heads,
Yeah.
and I forgot about the little old
The pigeon chest.
pigeon
lad.
boy.
Yeah, pigeon.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm a big fan of that TV show. It's on digital TV. A lot of people won't have it, but Inside the Actor's Studio with James
Yeah.
Lipton.
Yeah.
And he interviews lots of big Hollywood stars, and he always asks them these same questions at the end. Can I just run a few of them past you?
Go on.
Okay. So, if you could do any other profession other than the one you do now, what profession would you do?
Can you just change that to apart from a paper round?
Apart from the paper round.
Oh,
If you do any other
okay.
profession, Carl.
And it doesn't matter about like.
Doesn't matter if you've got the skills or anything. In an ideal world, if you had the ability.
Well, I think I'm about to buy somewhere, so I reckon something, you know, using tools and like doing a bit of plumbing and that.
So a plumber.
Well, sort of an all-rounder.
Right. A handyman.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, you know, you don't get paid that much, but it's useful, isn't it? So...
But you get your own show, couldn't you, with Carol Smiley eventually?
Well, all that, but the money that you don't make, you save by not having to pay someone else to do the chores. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what that sentence meant.
Right.
No.
A plumber, how much is the average plumber on?
The money you don't make, you save on not getting someone else to do it. No, just think of that. No, look, break that sentence down. Are there any...
Sorry, Rick, but people who live in glass houses...
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just go back to Lipton quickly. We've got a couple to get through here. So, your favourite noise or sound? Favourite sound or noise?
Oh,
Is it me?
no.
It's not me.
Hang on a minute.
It's not me. Are you sure it's not me, Carl?
I like Elvis.
Noise.
Elvis. In the ghetto.
The sound of Elvis.
Elvis in the ghetto. Brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your least favourite noise or sound? I don't think it should really be records and music. Noises, things that you hear at home or whatever.
Maybe like a sound of a...
The least favourite noise?
Least favourite.
The sound of...
Probably like...
sound of ghosts?
Fire engines and that.
Right.
That's annoying.
Except if your house was on fire, presumably.
I think it's a bit unnecessary.
You think they're just doing it to wind people up?
I live on like a busy street and it's happening all the time, and it is like... Just sort of have a blast of it and people will hear it. You don't have to keep it going.
Yeah,
Sure. Sure.
So that is,
Okay.
pretty annoying.
And if heaven exists, Carl, when you get to the pearly gates, what would you like God to say to you as he welcomes you into heaven? What would you like God to say to you?
Who asks these? What shows this?
It's a programme where celebrities are interviewed by a guy, an American interviewer, and he always asks these questions at the very end.
What would I say to God?
What would you say to God when, if you believed in heaven, and if heaven exists, when you eventually go up to heaven and you're welcomed in through the gates
In
by
your
God,
parka and your stussy t-shirt and your...
what do you want God to say to you as he welcomes you in?
Say, you alright? Don't know, just be friendly.
Okay then. Right, okay. What would you do, right? That's the most disgusting thing. What could it be? Well, what would you do, right, if you were suddenly a fly, right, and you were knocking around with the flies, right, and you had to land on some,
Excrement?
yeah. What would you do?
Yeah, but I don't have to.
What do you mean? You're a fly. You're
But
loving
I
it.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't be loving it. No, would I?
Why?
Because I'm me in that fly's head. So I don't think other flies would be going, come on, join in. I'd just be like, no, I'll wait here, wait, watch and that. Because I don't see why they have to do that.
What would you do, right, if you had to go back and you were in a, you had to go put your mind in, like, an hatched egg of something. Like, maybe one of those, that a wasp was injected in a spider. So you know you're in an egg, right, which is really uncomfortable, in a spider. How would you feel about that, Carl? You're a baby wasp in the abdomen of a spider.
And I know everything that I know now. I'm sat in there.
Yeah. And now I'm in a spider as an unborn wasp. What the fuck am I doing here? What's going on?
I don't know what I'd do there. Probably try and sleep. There's nothing else to do, though, is there?
I just pray to God it never happens. Remember we were talking a while back about the questionnaire that is often featured at the end of the TV programme Inside the Actor's Studio.
Oh, yeah.
Where the host, James Lipton, always asks the same questions to every guest. And it's just supposed to sort of, get their creative, juices flowing, their mind working. We did ask Carl some of them. We never completed the questionnaire.
Oh, let's
I thought
carry
I'd
on with
fire
that
a few
then.
more at him.
And that'll also introduce people to the way his mind works a little bit. Okay.
What sound or noise do you love, Carl?
There isn't really one that I love. Nice noises,
Yeah.
like the ones you get. Like I like going in the park, right? And you go, oh, that's nice, isn't it? And you get like bird noises and stuff. But with those bird noises comes a bit of stress, right? Because I was in there the other day, and like I say, little bird noises and that, and a little robin was there, and I thought that's odd. That's out early, right? Because it's like sort of summertime and that.
Sure.
And then I thought, oh, that's nice. And I was watching it, and then it got like a little worm, right? And I was like, hey, put it down, right?
Sorry, whoa! What do you mean? Why are you
didn't have-
interfering? Why were you interfering
In nature.
with a robin taking a worm?
Just because it was a nice sunny day and that, and I thought, you see, worms normally come out when it's raining, don't they? And you go, well, I bet they're happy to die, in a way, because it's chucking it down, it's miserable. They come to the top of the soil then, don't they?
Yeah.
When it's miserable. But it was a sunny day.
That's they don't drown, I assume.
No, it's not that, is it? It's just that they hear the water or something falling on the ground and they go up to see what's happening.
What? No way. But why do they come up when they think it's raining? You're a worm, okay? It starts raining. Tell me your thought process.
Well, you just kind of, you're down there, you can't see anything, it's dark anyway.
Yeah.
So the rain's coming down on the land, the worm goes, what's going on?
The worm goes, what's going on?
He wiggles up to the top.
So what does he do?
So it goes up and it sort of sees it's raining, and then it goes back down again, doesn't it? But that's what I'm saying about...
What do you mean? What is this world where he goes, oh, it's just rain again? Oh, so that's the 400th time I've been caught out this year. It's rain. I'll remember next time. I won't come up. What do you think a worm is capable of in terms of cognitive thought?
What do you mean?
Well, a worm can basically tell certain chemicals and certain light patterns. That's all it is, really.
Yeah, and
It's not thinking. It's not choosing its favourite food.
you don't know that, though, is what I'm saying. You don't know what things are thinking. Everything thinks.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, the thinking.
There's something in this room that's not.
All right, what about this one, then? What about flowers? Do you think they've got
A mind.
a feeling? Because here's something that...
Again, they use phototropism. They go towards the sun. They close and
All right,
open.
well, here's-
Can you
they
stop
grow.
using long words, Rick, like sun?
Listen, do you know I've been to my mum and dad's? Right, I was talking to my mum about stuff,
All right.
and she was saying how this flower solved a crime. What happened was there was a murder, right, in an office. So they said it's obvious that someone who works in the office did this murder because that person's only a sort of a typist. He has, they've done nothing wrong. So they said that's narrowed it down, right? So this flower man came in, and he said, "I can sort this out for you." So they said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, during the murder, the plant was knocked off the cabinet,
Yeah.
Right.
and he had some special wires that he can put on the
Special
flower,
wires, yeah.
on the flower, and it's sort of shaking and stuff, because even though you can't see it, flowers pick up bad vibes and what have you. If you shake a plant, it doesn't like it.
Okay.
Right? So what happened was, he said, right, what we'll do, we'll put the plant back on the shelf,
Yep.
we'll water it, we'll calm it down, then get
Give it a nice cup of tea.
every member of staff
Right.
to come in the room
Yeah.
and just go near the flower.
Right.
So don't tell them.
So like a lineup for the flower.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Kind of like a
Yeah.
lineup.
But
sure.
don't tell them what we're doing. Just send them in
No.
and say, stand by that cabinet where the
Yeah.
murder happened and what have you.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a long day. They were getting through a lot of stuff. It was a big office block.
Yeah.
They were going, this isn't working. The flower's not budging. Suddenly, they get into like the last part of the day when they were almost giving up.
They call in a sketch artist. The plant gives them a...
Some caretaker fella
Caretaker. Yeah.
said, go over there.
Was it?
You
Was
know,
it an
so-
old man that? I mean, because Scooby-Doo didn't like him from the beginning.
No.
They send the caretaker over to the plant. He's going, he's thinking, I've got away with this.
Of course.
Plant starts shaking, what have you. They did him.
Okay. Wait a minute then. So, was there any other evidence?
Was that the only evidence they used in the trial?
Well, no, it's one of them things, though. Imagine it, if you're that caretaker and you think I've got away with this, then suddenly a plant grasses you up. You weren't expecting that. So suddenly you're off guard.
And you go, okay, can't get that chrysanthemum away from me, I did it. You're talking absolute bollocks. That was one of the most nonsense pieces of shit I've ever heard
But
in my
anyway,
life.
listen, well, it happened, but...
It didn't
because you
happen.
said it. But what I was saying is, about the worm, this robin that I saw that was eating the worm, it had hold of it, and I thought it's a sunny day and that, give the worm a break sort of thing. So I went, oh, you, like that, and it sort of dropped it in shock. But then, when it realised I wasn't that near it, it picked it up again and swallowed it. And I just thought, oh... Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean, no.
I just thought it's a sunny day and everything. Normally birds are nice noises that I like, and yet there it is going about wrecking lives.
Wrecking lives! It was a
But it just swallowed it really quickly and that. And I just thought, there's the worm. It came out, it was happy, didn't know what was going on, and it had an extra chance. The robin dropped it, and then it got it again and ate it, and I just made me a bit fed up.
Well, do you know why, don't you? You couldn't outwit a robin. The worm was going, oh, God, Karl Pilkington, So that's who's been sent to save me, is it, God? You've sent Karl Pilkington. Oh, I'm dead. That's it. Okay, eat me.
But all I'm saying is our bird noises are normally quite relaxing, but not for the worm.
Unbelievable. That was one question.
What sound or noise do you hate?
As me or as a worm?
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Why would we be asking a worm?
I've never heard an actor say that to James Lipton. When he says, what noise do you hate? What, as me or a worm?
No, but
Wow.
all I'm saying is because of my last question, that's what I was saying. A bird noise is relaxing to me.
Right.
Well, it's not anymore because I think of all the deaths and stuff that go around that.
So now you hate the sound of birds?
I'm just saying it's changed my view on it. It's
So-
it's like anything, isn't it? Every noise can mean a disaster.
Can it? Why would the sound of laughter, people laughing, why would that also signify disaster?
If you wake up in the night by the sound of, like, a baby laughing.
Baby laughing!
No, if I had a baby, right, and Suzanne was out, she'd worked nights or something.
Yeah.
And I'd nodded off, I'd put the baby to sleep.
Yeah.
And then it's 3 in the morning and I'm woken up by the sound of a baby laughing, that would terrify me.
How is this? I just think the baby's sitting up in a chair like Chucky, going.
Well, no, I think the baby's reading his diary. Thinking, oh Christ, this is my father. I just hope I'm adopted.
Oh God, a baby laughing.
But just to return briefly to the shorts question. It's only because in the 30s and 40s they were huge shorts, weren't they? I mean, genuinely massive, like
huge.
A small child could wear them as trousers. They were.
I think that's to do with comfort and decency, though, isn't it?
And then, but by the sort of 80s, there was barely any shorts there.
I think that was fashion.
But it's weird that you feel like at some point someone's gone, guys. I mean,
They've
good
gone
game
too
today,
small.
but this is ludicrous.
But that's what happened, isn't it? Because, you know, things get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And fashion's like flares, drain pipes, you know,
yeah.
heels, flat.
Yeah.
Tall hats, flat hats.
What
Yeah?
do you make of the miniskirt?
Long hair, skinhead. Miniskirt, again, I don't know, I'm sure there's been 10 resurgences of miniskirts since 65, whatever it was.
yeah.
You know, it's fashion, so the short... you know what? Do you know what I think, Steve? I think the shorts will get smaller again before we die. I think we'll see one more tight little packet of Premiership footballers running round with their offal squeezed like the last chicken in a butcher's window.
Almost protruding.
Wrapped up, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
imagine if they just wore cling film shorts so you could see what was happening there, Carl. Where would you look then? Because you like football, don't you?
We're doing Rockbusters? Oh, I should do a bit of
Go on
Rockbusters.
then. Oh,
Right, we brought it back. This is where I give a cryptic clue
well.
and some initials, and you work it out and you win some stuff.
I was going to tell you what the prizes are. Needless to say, they're mediocre prizes for a mediocre quiz.
Sure, okay, yeah.
Oh,
well, it's
alright, couple of
DVDs and
videos and
VHS,
DVDs and
yeah.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
VHS, who's still got that?
Right, so there's three of them, and what you can do now, we've tweaked it a bit,
Okay.
you can text in. Right, so you can email or text.
We've tweaked it a bit.
83XFM is the text, or it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Is that what it is? 83XFM?
That's it.
That is good, though, and that is convenient, because who's got their laptop up and running and
Exactly.
texting?
On the
So
move.
just with your phone. Brilliant.
Alright.
Mine
So-
couldn't do that. I don't know how to do that on my phone. I don't know how to get...
What do you mean? What do you mean?
My brother wanted my postcode. He said text it to me. I couldn't work out how to do WC and
That's
1.
because you're an old man. It's
So I
technology.
had to write out WC1.
Oh, for goodness sake.
'Cause I didn't know how to do it.
Pathetic.
It won't do it for me.
Pathetic.
It's ridiculous. Go on.
Well, it's 83936, if you have that problem. Right?
Right, come on, get on with the quiz. I
Right,
don't know. There's too many numbers now.
Three clues, here we go. First one is, this Teletubby has got lice. Right?
This Teletubby has got lice.
This Teletubby has got lice.
Right.
The initial there is P, so it's a band or an artist
Yeah.
that starts with P, and the clue is, this Teletubby has got lice. Right?
Yep.
Second one.
I'm really already not holding out much hope for this. Working out. Go on.
Right, second one. I've just messed that first one up. Thing,
Oh, for Christ's
but
sake.
when I give it out later, I'll sneak it in without, right? Just don't repeat anything I say.
You're an idiot.
Listen.
You
Play a
really
record.
are
No,
an
man.
idiot.
No,
play a record.
No,
Play a
record.
record.
Got
Play a
someone.
record. You're a fool. Play a
No,
record.
let me
No,
just-
no, no.
Press the
No,
button, press
you've
the
ruined it. You're an idiot.
It's off.
Red Vines by Amy Mann. Brilliant, that, isn't it?
Very good.
On XFM 104.9. Well, Carl mucked up Rockbusters, as usual. I mean, it's, you know what, I like it when he mucks up early, because it doesn't waste people's lives for 40 minutes realising he's mucked it up at the end.
Yeah.
So, obviously, people already, they know what it is. They know what it is already. They've said, well, it's police, isn't it? You meant to say nits instead of lice.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. So that one's gone. So what have we got next?
Right, so that's just an idea. If you haven't heard it before, that's how my head works. Right, this Teletubby has got nits.
So Po.
P, so Po is a Teletubby.
Yeah. So when he says cryptic, it's not only what the answer is, it's what the question was meant to be.
Sure.
So.
Alright, so there's only 2, so you've got even a better chance of winning than that.
Well.
So, the second one is, I'm saving that money to buy condoms. Alright? Think about it.
Easy. Too easy. Right.
JC.
Yeah,
right,
well that's so everyone's got that one. I feel like saying it now.
Yeah, but
so
don't
well, that's
say it now.
rubbish.
Yeah, but you've got to have an easy one in there, otherwise people get bored, don't
First one was easy, we gave them the answer.
they? Yeah, but hang on.
That's the easiest one we've ever had. Police.
And the second one is,
Yeah.
when you're making bread, add a little bit of colour for a change. Alright? When you're
initials?
making bread, add a little bit of colour, just change things a little bit.
What are the initials?
D.
Just D.
Just D. Right? So, what you've got there, I'm saving that money to buy condoms, the initials JC.
Yeah, that's easy, yeah. Next.
And when you're making some bread, just chuck some colour in there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Change it a bit.
Yeah, that,
B.
yeah, like the clue. Clue changes every time. The clue changes every time. Unlike the Times crossword, the clue changes every time it's said.
83 XFM if you want to text it, or it's ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I'll win some
Rubbish.
stuff on that.
Pointless.
Have we got a winner, Steve? Did
We
you,
have. I'll check that in a minute.
Alright,
Yeah, can't
alright,
bother,
well,
so-
you find a good winner.
Yeah.
The Rockbusters clues. The first one was, this Teletubby has got
No.
nits.
Well, we know this one.
We've done that. That
yeah.
was police.
Yeah,
Right.
rubbish. You ruined it.
Right, the second one, I'm saving that money to buy condoms.
Too easy, Johnny Cash.
That was Johnny
Yeah.
Cash.
Rubbish.
And the third one was, when you're making bread, add a bit of colour for a change and sort of, you know, change the colour of it.
Right.
Right? That was Dido.
David Bowie and Waterloo Sunset. Love that. Love the original.
Yeah.
Love that one. Love the original. On XFM 104.9.
Good work to David Bowie and the Kinks.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Reading the paper there,
Yeah,
Steve.
well, I don't normally read the paper, but I was having a glance through the Daily Express. Does anyone read the Express?
Well, you do at the moment, look.
Well, true.
Live on air.
Yeah.
Read it out, and then about 400 people will know what's in it.
I just read. I was obviously attracted by this little news item: gun
Go on.
raid by 3 Saddams. 3 armed men.
Oh, they're up to their old tricks again, are they?
Yeah. 3 armed men wearing Saddam Hussein masks were on the run last night after robbing a corner shop. The raiders threatened the worker with a handgun and a knife, ordering him to open the till, blah, 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 get the money out. And it says that they also tried to rob an earlier shop earlier in the day. Police said, we are linking the raids because the descriptions of the offenders are very similar.
What did the first one not quite get right?
Yeah.
Well, they looked very similar. I think it was Gaddafi, 3 Gaddafis.
Right, because that's weird, because we've had 3 Saddam Husseins down a
Oh,
shop
so
down the road.
that's what I meant.
Is
Saddam
it the same
Hussein.
guys? Because I don't
Well,
wanna,
I assume so. I wouldn't have
I
thought.
don't wanna, you know,
No,
get
it's
the
almost
Gaddafi guys on the Saddam Hussein charge.
No, I'm almost sure it'd be the same way. I didn't know. One's got a moustache, haven't they? And one, they all got a moustache. I don't know. But I mean, there was 3 blokes with masks, Middle Eastern appearance. I don't know. But I mean, I imagine it's the same.
I am,
ones.
because I've only ever seen really, robberies being planned in films.
Sure.
So I don't know how it works. I assume that.
So you say. Yeah.
But I assume at some point someone's got to get together. One of them, the ringleader's got to get together and go, okay, well, we need to wear masks, obviously, to disguise our faces.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of going with the regular stockings.
No. I'll tell you it would be funny.
Well, I don't want to be funny.
Well, no.
We want to strike fear into the hearts of people
Yeah,
who are
but
robbing.
I mean, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We get the robbery and we have a laugh with it. Fear? Do you say you want to strike fear? Well, wear a mask of someone who's really scary. Who's the scariest bloke in the world?
Well, I don't know, Saddam Hussein?
I've got 3 of them.
Well, what? Why?
I've got 3 of them. Let's all wear Saddam Hussein one. It'd be a laugh.
Well, it's not, I don't want it to be a laugh. I'm
No,
robbing a
but
bank.
don't hurt if we're having a laugh, and that's what I want to make money and have a laugh.
Why?
Along
That's
the-
not,
well,
I'm
yeah.
only in the money. I'm only in it for the money.
Well, yeah,
That's
but I
not
mean,
important to me.
no, it's
Fear, I want to strike fear.
we could also make a political point.
I don't want to
'Cause-
make a political
No,
point.
you just want
I'm
the money.
I'm a thug. I'm not. I'm
we
not
could have
clever.
a
I'm
laugh
not
and we can make a
satirical.
political point.
Why
you
not?
know.
What political point?
The
We're
point
not.
where we're, you know, maybe we're sort of stealing from the rich
We're
and
not like
giving.
Robin Hood.
Well, never mind Robin Hood. Let's rob Barclays. That's the...
Why are you making jokes?
Well, I mean, don't worry.
We're robbers.
I'm gonna do with stuff.
You're a comedian. You don't. I'm not
well,
sure you
let's
should be
just
in
wear
this
the
gang.
masks. Let's wear the masks. How did it happen? Did they go and buy them? It's separately, look, spread out. You go to the joke shop in Covent Garden,
Yeah.
I'll go to the one in Southampton Row.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
See, because it's so often the case that they're using masks. It used to be Reagan, Thatcher. They were always. If I was the guy selling those, like when 3 guys came in, 3 shifty-looking blokes to buy
Yeah.
3 identical masks.
Yeah, in stockings.
In stockings.
Just so they don't know who we are.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can I just check? You're not going to rob
Definitely
anyone
not.
with these masks.
But just think of the police looking at those robbers. Every time they go past one of those awful sort of gift shops, they think that, oh no, it's just in the window there with Michael Jackson and Shirley Bassey.
Yeah, George Bush.
Oh, Paolo, can I ask you something? I know you love knobs and that, and you hate tits.
Yeah.
What about Shirley Bassey's tits?
Well, I mean, I'm a fan of them because I'm a fan of Shirley, but I don't like. They're not cool, they're not sexy.
Yeah, you're pretty bent. You are pretty bent. Come in.
Thanks very much.
Britain is on in 7 hours.
Excellent.
Yeah, what are you doing out at this time?
No. I just came out to get some milk.
There's some
knob action.
cock in the toilet. Carl.
Plenty of answers, Carl, so far for your I say
Yeah.
quiz. I'm not sure that's really valid.
Yeah, loads coming in. We're giving away some more stuff later as well with that film thing. That's coming up.
That's when you put yourself into a famous film and you act out.
Is that it?
You've done The Graduate, haven't you?
Done The Graduate, done Silence of the Lambs,
Yeah.
done Billy Elliot.
I liked it. Where you what was your one? Sixth Sense. I see weird stuff.
Yeah, the sentence was good. So that's coming up later.
We're doing that later.
We'll look forward to that.
Look forward to
We're all
that.
pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming we've got some great music as well still lined up. Thorns, yeah.
Thorns. Oh, I'm obsessed with this now. This is the Thorns, and I can't remember. On XFM 104.9. Brilliant.
Cat Stevens, Trouble, from Mona Bone Jack on XFM 104.9, playing some new songs, playing some old songs.
True enough, Rick, true enough.
Playing some old games, some chit-chat, some tears, some laughter, and Karl Pilkington with his brand new show, What's the Song?
What song am I thinking?
Now, I mean...
You're nervous about this, aren't you, Rick?
I am.
You're worried.
Well, because I've heard some of these clues before,
I have
and
to say,
they're ramblings, sometimes they're close to ramblings of a fool. Right? And it really is like those, what am I thinking?
Yeah. I don't know though, I actually was genuinely impressed by Born Sleepy. I have to give him the benefit
That's one of the better ones.
Because
Because that was short, sweet, and it worked.
some of these that you say they're not going to be quite as pithy.
Some of them are like Emily Bronte novels. Now listen, we're just going to go for it then. You do it, and we'll just get people to call up, because I want to see the general public's confusion trying to work out a Karl Pilkington clue.
why don't you give us your next clue, and then we'll play a track, and then we'll hopefully have people on the line after the track
Alright.
to try and answer it, and you can recap briefly. So give us your clue now for what song am I thinking of?
Right, this one, it's about a woman. And she's just normal, nothing wrong with her, or so she thinks, right?
But there's the twist. Is this like the Tales of the Unexpected?
And she's got like, you know, she's got her mates and she's having a normal life, having a good time and that. And then this thing happens, right? And she starts to stink. And she can't have a bath, right? And she really wants to have a bath. She's dead sweaty and stuff. She's going about her daily stuff. She can do everything else normal. She can eat, she can talk, everything. But for some reason, she can't have a bath.
Is there a coal mining husband in the bath?
Yeah. Is this Born Stinky?
She can't have a bath.
So a woman can't have a bath.
Yeah.
Even
that
the rest
it?
of her
Or a
life.
shower. She can't.
Okay, leave it there, Rick. Don't try and guess. It's not for us to guess.
The general public can phone up and ask questions, so I just
I'm
go
not sure
for
they
it.
can they?
I think
just
so.
have to guess.
Otherwise, we don't want just people just phoning
Well,
up and
I'll tell
getting
you
it.
what about this? Why don't they can ask one question?
Yeah.
They can ask one question of Karl, then they have to make a guess.
Okay.
08700 800 1234.
Have we got someone on the line now?
we'll just
No,
go
let's do it.
for
Let's
it.
go for one. Let's go for one.
it.
This
I'm
is
excited.
edgy radio.
This is
Letting Karl
dynamite stuff.
Right,
live. Go on.
Hello, XFM.
Hello, I'm ringing about, what's the song?
Absolutely. What do you think?
Well, I'm going for Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana.
See, that works.
That's a great guess.
It does, yeah, but it doesn't work because why can't she have a bath?
Okay, so the
Well,
answer is
that's what I
in
was
there.
going to ask you.
Well, that's your one question.
That'd be the answer.
That would be the answer, I'm afraid. What was your name?
Shelley.
Shelley, thanks very much.
Shelley, I should tell you that, you know, that you should never take this personally, because no one can really get into the mind of Karl, so don't, you know, beat yourself up about this. I don't expect anyone to get these clues.
No.
So well done. That
good
is
guess.
a fine guess.
A strong
Thank you.
guess.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyone else there?
Let's hello, XFM.
Who's that on the line?
It's Chris.
Hello, Chris. A question for Carl? Before you give us your guess?
I haven't thought of a really good question or anything yet.
You just want to go for the guess?
Well, no, what I thought was, I'm sure Simon Mayo used to do this when he did the breakfast show on Radio 1 years ago.
No, he didn't.
So you've just pinched this idea, Carl?
If you're going to rip someone off, Carl, do not rip off Simon Mayo.
I haven't ripped this off. I thought this was a new idea. I was going to do it with sound effects instead, but that's...
Yeah, he used to do that, and he used to get his team to play other characters. And
You idiot.
Well, no, hang on.
Not you, Chris. I'm saying you idiot to Carl.
Yeah, but nothing's new anyway, is it? So I'm not getting annoyed about it.
Very true.
What do you think the answer is?
Is it Cornflake Girl by Tori Amos?
Good answer. She couldn't have a bath because she'd go all
Go
floppy
sloppy and then go down the plug hole.
Good answer.
She's all soggy. Yeah.
So
Is it Cornflake Girl?
No, it's not, but that's
a great answer.
It could have been.
Okay.
You're already seeing the error of this, aren't you?
I think this is great radio. I'm
know.
really hooked on this. I'm
But
genuinely excited.
This is really like that, those so-called lateral thinkers. A man got into a field and dies. Why?
Yeah.
He ran out of air. No,
Yeah.
not the one I'm thinking
He was
of.
shot. No.
Yeah,
That was a good answer,
Well,
but...
couldn't, Simon Mayo, sue you or something for doing it?
Will you stop? Don't mention that.
Yeah.
Listen, I think if you're going to steal ideas from someone, it should be a brain box like Mayo. I mean, he's the man to
The
steal
only
from.
example of one I can ever remember hearing on his show, because I was quite young then, was some people were pretending to tap someone's phone or something, and then they got caught, and the answer was just bugging by whistle, because they were...
Genius.
That was absolute genius.
That's absolute genius.
See,
Chris, we're gonna-
I don't know
Carl,
if
that's the
Carl's
sort of
ever
standard
done
you've got to
that.
come up against.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Chris.
the phone lines are hot.
Hello, XFM.
Hi, is it Candy Perfume Girl?
Is it what?
Candy Perfume Girl.
Candy Perfume Girl?
Candy Perfume Girl.
Is it? Well, who's that by?
Madonna.
No, it's...
That sounds like an obscure album track.
No,
Wow.
it's one of her songs.
Just
That
think
is it.
about it. She stinks and everything. She's a normal life. I didn't say she was a sweet or anything. But for some reason she can't have a bath or
Is
a
this
shower.
a big song? Just to give him a clue. Is it?
It's a bigger song than Candy Sweet Girl.
Thank you very much indeed for your guess. It clearly is
Thank
right.
you. Cheers. Sorry.
We
Okay,
played-
one more, then we go to a record. Come on.
Okay.
Go on, hello XFM.
Carl,
Yeah.
is it High and Dry by Radiohead?
High and dry.
High and dry. Now that's great. She smells, which is another word for high. She's dry because she doesn't have a shower. Carl, if it isn't that, yours will never be as good as that. He's the winner. Whatever you're thinking of, that clue is brilliant. What's your name, mate?
It's Richie.
Richard. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's a bit too lateral.
Don't be stupid. It's perfect. He's made yours into a clever clue. He's made high, she smells, dry, she never gets in the bath or shower. It's not that, is it, Carl?
No, it's
You
not.
don't even get that, do you?
Not
Have
really.
you ever heard of the word high being used to mean sort of smelly?
No.
No.
Oh, what?
That was where you went wrong there, mate.
Richard, I'm declaring you the winner, even though that isn't the
I
answer.
don't think
Thank
we
you.
should give up this early.
Can we just
What?
let's play a song and,
Let's play a
and
song.
give it one more chance, because
Yeah.
if people think about it, it is really easy.
I'm not going to find out the answer now, because I've got to go out.
Okay, we'll do it very quickly. Stay in for 10 minutes.
We're just going to play a new Coldplay track out.
Okay, let's do
Brilliant.
Coldplay and then we'll come
Cheers.
back with this.
Coldplay. One I Love. That's for Nick, Neil, Olivia in Tower Bridge.
Absolutely, and also Nikki from Bromley who emailed in. She's enjoying the show and she wanted a bit of Coldplay. That's the B-side of the current single.
This is
In
a
My
great
Place.
show, isn't it? We've got great music, we've
Great
got
music.
laughs, tears, we've got requests, we've got Simon Mayo games. It's a bit. It's just like Radio 1 for less people.
Exactly.
Radio 1 for less people. This is great, isn't it?
So
go on then.
listen, Carl, you were so excited about this game, weren't you, earlier? You came in with a
But I knew
hop,
it
skip
would
and a leap in
fall
your
flat.
step.
Although I must say the phones are going mental. We're gonna have to take
This is
some more
it, no,
calls.
people
I
love
mean,
Carl.
High and Dry is great. I mean, it works. That's
Let's
it.
have a-
Can't-
can we have a very quick...
Just recap in case someone's
yeah,
just
very
joined in.
quick
Can you
recap.
make it so High and Dry doesn't work now? Give us a bit of information that makes it different to High and Dry, or can't
So
you
for those that
do
have just tuned in, Carl describes, in a roundabout way, a story which somehow is representative of a song. Is that
Song
right?
title.
A song title,
Yeah.
okay.
So this woman, she's all right. You know, she has a normal life,
Pretty much.
kind of.
Yeah.
There's probably a few things actually that she can't do thinking about it. But the main problem would be having a wash or having a bath or having a shower.
Yeah.
Maybe going for a swim, thinking about it.
Right.
Let's go.
I think water is the clue, isn't it? That's the clue.
Alright, so
Who's that on the line?
Hi there, it's Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Right,
What do
if
you
it
think?
smells like Teen Spirit, Nirvana.
No, it's not.
That's a great guess. Smells Like Teen Spirit again. He's also
No.
brilliant. Thank you, Mark. Well done.
No, it's not that. Alright, hello XFM.
Oh, that's a dodgy mobile.
Oh, that's a bit of a clue.
A dodgy
Hello
mobile.
XFM.
Oh, they've just given up. They've all been going for Smells Like Teen Spirit. They just hung up.
Hello XFM.
Hi, is it, She's Electric?
Excellent.
She's Electric. It makes sense. That's fantastic.
Oasis,
Carl.
She's Electric.
Why does she smell?
Because she doesn't have a bath and that. Because she can't have a bath or a shower. What's your name?
Neil.
Neil
So
got
the
it.
fact, so, oh,
Neil got it. So, did you get it straight away?
No, only, during the song.
A process of elimination from all the other wrong answers.
Yeah, basically.
So,
she's electric.
Rick, I have to say, you're holding your head in your hands, and it looks like you want to shoot off. But I have to say, I thought that was quite good. I genuinely thought that was quite good.
But it's not a cryptic clue, is it? Because it's not. She smells. There's a few things you can't do. She's electric.
yeah, but do you understand what I'm getting at? She's electric.
I always understand what you're getting at, Carl. That's never been a problem in the years I've known you.
Neil got it.
Yeah.
She's
I have to
electric.
say, Rick, I think you're down on this idea. I could definitely see that ITV1 replacing I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Karl Pilkington hosting.
It's Simon Mayo on the phone
Exactly.
to the lawyers.
Well, Neil, there's no prizes or anything, but well done.
Well done. That was well worth it. Right.
Well, you go away with the award in the knowledge that you've beaten Karl.
Yeah. You can get secure in the knowledge that you thought how Carl does.
Absolutely. Well done, Neil. I have to say, I think you're being harsh on him. I think that's a great game.
All right, let's do it again next week.
I
then.
thought that was a great game.
Brilliant.
Well
play a
done, Carl.
record. Play a record.
What do you want to play?
Oh, you know, I tell you, we've been playing some oldies, Rick, and I've enjoyed them all. But I think I've been in love with this song for many, many years. And when I saw it, reminded of it in Con Air, the film Con Air. Remember they stick it on in Con Air, and it's just dynamite. Lynyrd Skynyrd.
I love this.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh,
play it.
turn this up. My eyes moved about more than I did. Oh dear, couldn't walk. Well, I can't walk, but I'll try and get a bit of movement in my face. It's a workout, a baby workout. Oh, babies, well, if you can't walk, what about your face? Let your face do the walking.
It sounds like that horror film. It sounds like Pilkington's Baby. Yeah. Just you lying there in your cot.
I didn't like all the stuff that's set up for you. Like, my mum tried to send me to, like, a nursery. I said, no, I'm not having this.
Just like that.
I said when I'm older and I've got to go, I'll go, but let's leave out this bit. And she said, all right. She was,
I love the fact he could reason with her. I love him. He's 3 years old with a pipe. She's going, you're going to nursery. She goes, I think not, Mum.
I mean, kids don't play out, do they? Kids, you know, parents are scared to let the kids play out, and that's why the streets are dangerous now, because no one's playing out on the streets. Whereas when I was a kid, everyone was out on the streets were safer, because there was more people knocking about.
Right.
Let the kids play out.
It must be like a constant, like a Larry painting. His front garden, do you know what I mean? Just loads of people just
There was
walking
never any
around.
problems. I was sort of taken away by some fella.
What?
No, I was playing about in the garden,
Yeah,
but my dad's mate Tony,
yeah.
he did tiling with him. He drove past, and he saw me looking a bit fed up, so he just leant over, picked me up, took me to the pub. Now the thing is, there wasn't panic. People weren't going, "Oh God, where's Carl gone?"
He's out.
Just.
How old were you?
He's down the pub. He's 4 years old, yeah. Well, he's only having
He's down the pub with Tony, probably playing darts.
Yeah, I was about 3 or 4.
Sorry, so some bloke drives by who happens to be a friend of your dad's, thinks that baby looks grumpy.
Yeah.
I'm taking him down to
But
the pub.
that's what it was
Tony,
like.
you bringing a baby to the pub? Yeah, I might do. Yeah, we're all bringing ours. All right, see you later, mate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Whereas now they go, the baby's gone. There's a big full-on panic going
Yeah,
on.
but I think it says more about your parents that they didn't do that. They looked out in the back car and you were gone. Some bloke's driving off in a van. They're just going, oh, well,
They drove down the pub.
doesn't Princess Diana look lovely? This is absurd. So what happened when you got down the pub?
I just was there for a bit, and then
For a bit, just had a game of pool.
then my dad came in. It was like, oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are! I love that! Where's my baby? I'm just going to have a quick pint. Oh, there you are. All right, mate.
So, yeah, I think things were better back then.
Carl, let's give him a list. Top 5 something. What are you interested in? Are you interested in news, sport, TV, cars, movies, style?
I mean, I'm into weird stuff, but it seems a bit tight to stick them in a list.
What, like what?
Well, like, you know, sort of freaky people and that. I've got that freak book. But I don't know if they'd be happy if I call one of them up and said, good news, you're at number 1, because you've got 4 legs or whatever. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, then this is the Karl Pilkington top 5 freaks in at number 5.
Probably something not too good at number 5, but it's still interesting. Lighthouse Man.
Who's that?
Lighthouse Man?
What's Lighthouse Man?
It's a fellow with a hole in his head. And he, what he does, rather than moan about it, sticks a candle in it.
Shut up. What are you talking about?
Sticks a candle
What are
in
you
it.
talking about? Where is the hole?
I bet he didn't call himself Lighthouse Man, did he?
Well, I don't know, it's just what he got nicknamed. Because he had this hole, doctors were like, there's nothing we can do, can't fill it. Thought, what can I do with it? And it was of the days when there was no electric and that. You had to walk about with a candle. Just thought, hang on a minute.
I can have both
Got a
hands
little
for
candle
you.
holder here. Stuck a candle in it, and he just got nicknamed the Lighthouse Man. So again, I mean, it's not that amazing, but I like the way he was sort of energy efficient.
So was it in his forehead?
No, on the very top of his head.
That's perfect. You don't want it in the forehead, Steve. You'd have to walk back with
It'd
your
be
neck
ridiculous.
cricked.
So he was like a kind of human jack-o'-lantern.
He's a Lighthouse Man. What does Steve? What
Sorry, mate, yeah, I
better
forgot
description
about
do you
that.
need than the Lighthouse Man?
So yeah, he's probably at number 5.
Wow, that's at number 5, Steve.
Number 4.
What about Pig-Faced Woman of Manchester Square?
Again, you're getting what it says in the tin there, aren't you?
Right.
And it's just this woman who had a face like a pig. And the rumour was
Yeah.
that it wasn't a woman. Someone said it was a pet bear and they'd shaved it. That's what that's what
Was
I've
this
heard
someone?
since.
Was this someone you saw? Or
No,
you
no,
just read about
this
it?
is going back.
This is years ago.
This is years and years ago.
Yeah.
When there was loads of like weird looking people. I mean, the fact that it's Pig-Faced Woman of Manchester Square
Yeah.
says that there might have been one in
Piccadilly Circus.
yeah, whatever. So there was a lot more of them knocking about back then.
Let's assume that it was a woman, and the first one, the Lighthouse fellow, he's a human. Do you think people would object because of their disfigurement, deformity, a bit like being called freaks? Do you think?
Well, it gave them a purpose back then. See, if you were a freak years ago, there was work for you. You'd have these circus things. Now, if you've got a funny head, you're on the dole.
Number 3.
What about Elephant Man?
Right.
Stick him at number 3. He's
Number 3.
He's surely the most famous freak ever to have lived, isn't he?
He's the one who got me into it.
Right. Yeah. Sure. He's sort of entry-level freak,
Yeah.
a gateway freak.
Everyone is aware of him.
If the Elephant Man still existed, right, and you got the opportunity to meet him, and you walked in, a couple of questions. 1, what would your first reaction be? And 2, what would you say to him? What would your first question be?
How would I react? Well, I've sort of seen him enough now that it wouldn't shock me. So I don't even think I'd flinch.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, when I first saw you, that was a bit weird. But now, look, I can look at you. I don't double take or anything. What would I say to him though? I'd probably say, where do you get that hat to fit you? He always had that on. Where do you get that from?
That sort of flat cap that he's got.
Yeah, that one, didn't he? So yeah, I'd have him. So he's at number 3.
Right. Elephant Man number 3. I can't wait for 2 and
yeah.
1. Right. Okay. Number
Well, I know
2.
what my number 1 is. It's just number 2 now. I don't know his name, but there's a fella knocking about. Well, I don't think he's around anymore. But he had like a normal body. Looking at him, you'd go, "What's up with him? He's not a freak." Takes his undies off. Got 2 knobs.
Right.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't know where to start. Do you
don't
think
know.
he uses them alternately, like either way out of this one, either way out of that one, or does he just like spread the load so he's weeing out of both?
I don't think he knows.
What
I
do you
think
mean he
it's
doesn't
sort of
know?
like a lucky dip. When he goes to a urinal,
Yeah.
he can have a little bet with himself. He's just like, I don't know what's going to happen here.
So do you reckon he holds them
Holds
both
them
out?
out, definitely.
So he takes his trousers down because I mean, you know,
Yeah, he can't use a Y front.
right?
It'd be,
Need more like a W front.
Yeah. So he pops his pecs down there.
I don't think it's that much of a problem. It's not like...
Wow. I don't know.
I'd prefer that than Elephant Man's head.
Well, of course you would.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What if you had Elephant Man's knob?
Yeah, but it didn't work like that, did it? That's the thing. They said he had the body of an elephant, but that's the only thing that wasn't of an elephant standard. His knob was normal. Whereas with this fella, it's the other way round. Everything normal. Take the pants off. Oh, well, what's going on here?
But why would you ever take his pants off?
No, I wouldn't. I'm just saying if...
But why? I don't know why you'd be in a situation with this man with 2 knobs standing there with his pants on, and you go pop your pants off. You're not a doctor.
No, I say if I'm waiting in a cubicle And he's there.
For what?
Sorry, you're
I'm
waiting in the
waiting,
cubicle.
I'm waiting to have a wee at a cubicle.
Oh, in
He's
the
taking two
toilet.
urinals up and going,
Right.
hang on, you don't need them both, do you? He goes, well, actually,
Oh, and
have
then
a look at this.
right.
He's got two knobs.
See, I didn't see him at 2 urinals. I saw him at 1, maybe with them pointing inwards.
If you had that, say the first time that you met Suzanne, would you mention that straight up?
Would you say, right, before this goes any further, I've got something to show you?
Well, let's see. Tell me exactly what you would say.
You had normal head then, didn't you?
I had the same head, yeah.
Yeah, but it had, like, hair coming out of it, didn't it? And sort of like...
Yeah, but she also had a smaller arse back then as well, so I think we've both been dumb.
Anyway, we need to get to number 1.
Yeah, number 1.
Okay, it is.
It's Pillow Man.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, man. Okay, now explain for those that don't know who he was.
He's a fella with no arms and legs, just a head and a little body. Nickname Pillow Man.
Well, why is he your favourite?
Just because he's amazing. Just the way he just got on with his life. He used to light a cig, just using his lips and his tongue and that.
Oh, I've
And
seen
not
this. It's
fully lit. He'd buy like Roll Your Own.
Yeah, it's in the film Freaks, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he
He had a
rolls
shave
it.
as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
How did he
Do you
have a
think
shave?
he used to do it? He used to get it in his mouth, and I don't know.
Jesus.
It's amazing. Did he have a knob?
I think he did because he had some kids.
What?
Yeah, he had kids. He was an all right looking fella. He wasn't odd looking. It's just
Sorry?
He looked like Samuel L. Jackson. Imagine him with no arms and legs.
Right, that's odd though, isn't it? Really?
It's weird, but you've got to give it to him. You know, I mean, he's there rolling his own. He's pretty cool looking.
I just want to say to people, it's no. You say it looks cool, to, with no arms and no legs to smoke, but don't forget that smoking can stunt your growth.
Yeah, but yeah. Remember, he was on like this circus freak show thing with like a bearded woman,
Yeah.
right? Which isn't really a freak, is it? She could have a shave. Have a shave, you're not a freak anymore.
Yeah.
A bearded woman, compared to a fella who's got no arms and legs, a bearded woman, get out! But there was like a fella with no bottom half to his body, called Johnny Eck, was his name. So, when you're knocking about with that crowd, you're going to get a bit. You're going to get a bit. So, yeah, he had kids, and they were all normal kids. They had all the limbs.
Did his
and
wife
everything.
had arms and legs?
Never saw his wife.
Never saw his wife.
I think
He was probably ashamed of her. She was a bit of a freak.
for someone like him, you'd think he'd just give up, wouldn't you? You think, forget it. What sort of life is it?
Yeah.
I'm like a Mexican jumping bean. It's not worth living. But he just got on with it. To have a shave, I don't even bother having a shave some days.
No. Nor did the bearded lady. Lazy fucking bitch.
So that's why I've put him at my number 1 position. It's just amazing, isn't it? The human, how whatever you dealt, some people just get on with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Pillow Man, or Draft Excluder, as I prefer to call him.
There you go. Oh. Now, me and Steve are a couple of big shots. We do this for a laugh, but this is Karl Pilkington's only source of income. This is what you do now, isn't it?
This is my full-time job. Yeah.
What do you think of that? Is
It depresses me.
Why?
This isn't what I ever wanted. Because I haven't got a purpose, have I? I'm sat here talking about the Pillow Man. If it weren't for him, I'd have nothing to say. It just depresses me. That I just wish I had a job where I felt like I was needed. And I don't feel needed. It's not a proper job.
We need you.
No, I know,
We need you for
but-
money for old road.
I know, but this isn't. I wanted something that when you die and that, it's you get up to the gates, whatever, and they say, "What have you done?" And then I'm looking worried, thinking, "Is the Pillow Man about?"
XFM 104.9. Dandy Warhol's Bohemian Like You. It's the Ricky Gervais Show.
With Steve Merchant.
Yeah, exactly. And Carl, who's
Carl's
turned
here.
our microphones on. Can't believe it.
Good to see you, Carl. Good to see you, Ricky.
Cheers. Now, in a fun-filled and music-filled show, we've got music and fun.
Yes, looking forward to that.
2 hours, solid 2 hours. There's no gaps.
There's nothing.
There'll
There's
be no dead air.
There will be adverts sometimes.
There'll be
Obviously,
adverts, yeah, but I mean, that's what pays our wages, isn't it, really?
Certainly.
And some of the adverts, I think, are quite amusing.
Yes. No, I think like the ones that you're on.
Yeah. We've got our hip-hop challenge, we've got Song for the Lover, Song for the Ladies, we've got a film review. So
Magnificent.
just-
Had
yeah.
any calls about that, Rick? Any maybe Channel 5 or someone onto you?
No, they haven't, no.
That's
no,
strange, that's
no,
weird.
No, but it's I think it's a bit of ahead of its time because it's very unique.
Sure,
'Cause it's
sure,
not like other film,
individualistic,
is
yeah.
it? It's sort of like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
bit, a bit out there.
Yeah,
Anything
well.
caught your eye this
Well,
week, Steve?
Rick, I know that both you and I are kind of obsessed with these people who believe in, people who can predict the future or
Yeah.
have got contact with the dead or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know Mystic Meg's a bit of a nonsense, but people do take her seriously. And on the cover of The Sun today, Mystic Meg won me 15 million quid.
Wow.
Right, you're thinking that's a pretty amazing claim. I know that Carl believes in Mystic Meg and all that sort of rubbish, You're thinking, wow, here at last is proof that she has got powers. And you wonder to yourself, well, maybe she predicted the numbers specifically, that would be a hell of a...
Just to him.
Yeah, which is incredible, which is absolutely incredible. And so there's this guy, lottery mad Tom Naylor, he's a lorry driver, right? He won 15 million quid.
Yeah.
He says, I always read my horoscope in The Sun and follow the advice. Basically, what Meg said was, keep a lottery ticket in a yellow mug to add luck. So you're thinking, right, okay, so he's kept his ticket in a yellow mug. That's still pretty extraordinary.
Yeah.
I didn't have a yellow mug, says Tom, so I put the pages of my map book. I put the ticket in the pages of my map book, which is yellow.
Right. He's used the yellow. No, he's used the yellow.
Yeah, no, see, I don't know much about how Mystic Meg works. I'm assuming maybe there's some kind of pseudoscience that she applies.
Yeah.
I think if she'd said, put it near anything yellow, fine.
Yeah.
She said, put it in a yellow mug. That's pretty specific.
Yeah.
From that, he's thought, well, I'll ignore Meg's advice. I always do what she says. If she says, put it in a yellow mug, I'll put it in.
She's had two sort of like, points of reference there. The descriptive, the yellowness of the object and the object itself. The noun should be a mug.
Yeah.
What's missing in the yellow book is the mugness.
The mugness is one of the
It's got lots of bookness, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the bookness that gave him the 15 million.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I reckon Mystic Meg won me 7.5 million.
Right.
Would have been a more
Right.
accurate.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. So, I don't know. What, Carl, do you think that that's pretty spooky? And weird, unnatural stuff?
So I'm just a bit livid today. I wasn't really listening to what you were saying.
Not paying attention?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Do you want to notify us before, we
So
ask you
you
questions
are
and
giving to
stuff?
us. Go on.
It would have just been nice if you would have, warned me you were going to ask me about it. I'm just a bit livid.
Go on. What about?
Just
Have I done
want to
something?
talk about. No, not you two. Just a bit livid.
Stand clear. Adam F. MOP. We all know whose dad Adam F is.
Who was it
No.
again?
We all know who's Adam F's dad of. We all know dads. Do we?
Rick, can you keep filling? Because I've realised I've left my mobile phone on, and the kind of calls I'm going to be getting on a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, I'll just keep.
Yeah,
no,
just keep
it's
talking,
just. Oh, that was Adam F. and MOP. Stand clear. We all know Adam F's got a dad. Oh, done it again. Do you remember the trivia quiz?
I forgot it.
Whose dad is Adam F?
Elvin Stardust.
Yes, Shane Fenton. That's what the F must be for. You're back.
That's done. Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to be. All the people that are calling you all the time.
Oh, the ladies.
Oh, God. Anyway, XFM 104.9.
Rick,
We're
I know
going to
you're a
start
big,
now. We're going to start now. This is proper radio from now. Go. Go.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure on me now.
Yeah.
I'm going to muck it up. Rick, I know you're a big trivia fan. I know you're obsessed with trivia. And I thought to
Love
myself, well, how can I entertain Rick on Saturday?
Go on.
So I was wandering around on the web looking for trivia, basically, that could entertain you. And you're a big animal trivia
I
fan,
love
aren't you?
animal facts.
There's not much that you don't know about animals.
Oh.
But here's
You're going to
something.
catch me out now, aren't you?
No, well, I don't know. Here's one. I don't know if you've heard this one before. Ants never sleep.
No, I know. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And
It's easy for you to say that.
and they've got alcohol in their blood, so they don't freeze and winter. And that's why you never see a lazy ant. It's always working. It's drunk, but it's always
But
working.
they never sleep, but they do take a lot of fag breaks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it's 'cause they can't sleep because it's like noisy neighbours. There's about 1 million of them.
Yeah, it's
living
like-
sometimes in a room, and it must be very. But you see them carrying a leaf, and they see someone else, and they go, "Do you want a hand with that?" And they go, "Don't be silly, you're carrying some 8 times your body weight as it is." He goes, "Well, I've got another pair of hands free.
Yeah.
Give you a hand. Yeah, they're great.
No, they're
hands.
incredible. They're incredible.
Yeah, I knew that one next.
Okay, well, this is one I'm throwing right at you as well, Carl. There's only one bird that has a penis.
It's
Which
not.
bird
It's
is
not
it?
a joke. It's
No,
not,
it's not a joke. It's not a joke. This is a genuine trivia question.
I'd say. I think I've seen one on this. Is it an ostrich?
Right, you're going for ostrich, Carl?
I'll go for ostrich as well.
Right. Did you come up with that yourself, or?
Yeah, I was going to say that before
Right.
you said it.
Well, guys, you went for ostrich.
Chicken?
You're both wrong. It's actually the swan.
The large chicken. Have you, That's a bit worrying then, because I thought I saw an ostrich penis. So what was I looking at?
I don't know. Were you just examining it closely at the zoo? What? Were
No,
you?
I just.
It's probably a strap on.
It was probably 2 leather ostriches giving
Yeah.
each other one.
Exactly.
And that's how that can influence people. Things like that. dirty, filthy leather ostriches can
Confuse a child if
I
he's at
know.
the zoo and he doesn't know.
A swan's got. That's really annoying. I'd never give a swan a knob. It's the little puffiest of
It
all
is the
birds,
puffiest of all
isn't
birds,
it?
yeah.
Oh, I'm protected by the queen. But I need a knob. If I had to give a knob to any bird,
Good question.
No,
I wish I'd posed that myself. If you could give a knob to any bird, what would it be? Phone in. Oh,
vulture.
of course, a vulture.
That
yeah.
they need a
big
cock,
veiny
yeah.
bang stick.
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
yourself, Carl? If you could give a knob to any bird, and don't make it rude. Or if I could give a knob to any bird, I'd
What
make
bird
it
do you
that
suit
Jordan.
suited up? It's got to be a bird of prey or something like that, hasn't it? Cool.
Just a robin, really.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
that would be
Christmas
huge.
cards would be like.
Yeah, but,
That'd be brilliant.
but it's a normal human-sized
Yeah,
knob
exactly.
on a robin.
On a robin,
That'd be
genius.
great, wouldn't it?
That'd be
And the
genius.
other thing annoying about this is ironic, right? Now, all the male of all bird species they're called a cock.
Yes.
Right. But the only bird with a cock,
Yeah.
right, is called a cob.
Is that what a swan's called?
Yeah, they're cob and pen. They're not cock and hen.
That's
and
annoying.
he isn't a cock, but he's got a cock.
Yeah. Quick query there, Rick.
Go on.
When you said then cock,
Yeah.
presumably you meant male bird.
Yeah.
The first time you said it.
Yeah.
The second time you said it, you said cock. Did
Yeah.
you mean the penis?
Well, you're showing off the whole farce of radio broadcasting.
Because you're not really allowed to say cock
No, exactly.
meaning
No,
penis.
one cock would cause great offence.
Yeah.
The other cock's fine.
Exactly.
It's weird, isn't it?
It is strange. It is strange. So I mean, if I said now to you, oh, I like cocks.
Yeah.
Meaning birds.
Yeah, that's
that'd
fine.
be fine.
Yeah.
But if I meant penises, it would be a problem.
If you like cocks and it was yeah,
Right.
that would be.
Carl,
yeah.
do you like cocks? Do you like cocks?
No.
Right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was asking if you like.
No,
cocks.
I like,
Yeah.
I like
Well, I'm a big fan of tits.
the small birds that
Small
come
bird.
down and peck at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like tits
Yeah.
and cocks. There's nothing.
Tits and cocks,
There's
there's
nothing
nothing
wrong with.
wrong
There's nothing. Carl, don't worry. There's nothing wrong with saying tits
'cause
and cocks.
when I said tits, I meant the little birds.
Yeah,
And
they
when I
come
said
down.
cocks, I mean
Yeah.
the big birds.
Yeah. Do you know when
Go on. No, go on.
No, it's just that it's when you're talking about tits.
Yeah.
At the milk. Do you? They. I like the fact they flutter away when they hear the milkman coming.
Oh, come on.
So when
What?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, when the milkman's coming, when he's walking up.
Ash, and sometimes lovely song. Got to apologise to our producer there because he was worried about. There was nothing wrong with it. It's just like saying, you like watching birds in the garden.
It's just that I think you're better than that.
I know it's cheap, isn't it, to say like we like
Yeah, I like tits.
Yeah, or I like cocks. So we're a bit more literary now. One of my favourite things
Go on.
is Fanny by Gaslight.
Really? That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting. I'm a big fan of Moby Dick.
Oh yeah, the book Moby
Yeah,
Dick.
yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
the medical condition. There's
No,
nothing
no,
in your no. It's the big horrible thing that used to swallow semen.
Yeah.
Now in the winter,
Yeah.
Steve,
Go on.
there's nothing I like more than
Yeah.
to keep my hands warm in a muff.
No, sure. You mean those kind of furry things that sort of classy-looking ladies?
Yeah,
used to
posh
get hands on?
ladies often put their hands in. Yeah, you know when you go have a nice like a party and they're
Have a
all
nice
leaving,
party, yeah, a
and
winter party.
and you might take the wrong hat or something. There's nothing I like more than to see two posh women with their hands in each other's muffs,
Oh, that's always a
and they're
fun
going,
bit.
"Oh, this must be yours."
Yeah, that
Is
is
it-
always funny.
Yeah,
That's always
yeah,
funny.
Yeah. But seriously, no, I'll stop this. You're right. I've got a degree.
I think I just remembered that my favourite Beatles song is "Come Together."
Yeah. Now we're going to stop this now, Carl, because it's childish. You're right. I've got a philosophy degree, for
Yeah.
Christ's sake, and it's about time.
Who's your
We-
favourite philosopher? Do you mind me asking?
Well, I would tell you, except when I ever talk about it, I go into a Cockney accent.
Really?
So it can be like my favourite philosopher. I like a bit of Kant.
Right. Is that Immanuel Kant,
Yeah.
the philosopher?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah.
That's strange. What's his name again?
Kant.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That can be weird. Can be strange.
Look at Carl's
Look at his
face.
face.
Look at his face.
Join
Oh.
in, Carl.
Oh,
Undo your trousers. Just
We'd
let
be
it
like
hang
Stan
out. Let your
Boardman
cock hang
when he
out.
told the Fokker joke.
Yeah. of course.
We won't do local radio again for 10 years.